right, Sean.
5, 7, 3, take 1, take on a mark. Okay.
And this is why you're here. Because you, my love, you will walk to the Royal Academy. And thank you, my friend. Thank you for bringing that to me. So Lloyd.
Well, I've known Jonathan for getting on for about 20 years. He was a teacher at my school, but never actually taught me, just directed me in 3 school plays, and we became very, very close doing that. It's a nice relationship to have, because I never owed him an essay or anything like that. We just sort of had a lot of fun in rehearsals, and he really encouraged me to go into acting, but to first go to Cambridge and study English, which was a good idea. And so we've stayed friends ever since, and the book came out around the time that I met him, and he always joked that if it ever got made into a film or a TV show, that I'd make a great Gilbert. This was back when I was about sort of 14 or 15, and I didn't really believe him. And then Jeremy, the other exec, bought the rights about 7 years ago, and Jonathan put us in touch. And I've been knocking it around with Jeremy and Jonathan for the past 6 or 7 years, working on the script and trying to get the thing adapted in the best way possible. And then the final push was bringing it all together and getting the cast together, which has been fantastic and a great challenge and really rewarding.
Well, it goes back to when he was 13, 14. So I mean, because I directed him 3 times when he was a boy, and so I got to know him from 13, 14, and then I followed him afterwards. Then we worked together on radio. So I've known him for 15 years now, and not surprisingly, I think he's wonderful.
The scene today is the scene just before AJ and Florence get married, which is myself and Dom's character. AJ has painted a picture of Florence morning ride, and it's been put up at the Royal Academy. And she goes to see the picture and realises that it's up there amongst a whole other bunch of girls that he's painted, and she gets a little bit stroppy about it, understandably, as they're just about to get married, and she feels a bit, so it's kind of about that and her, it's sort of I guess it's the climax of her sort of turmoil in terms of, knowing whether or not she's made the right decision in terms of who she's chosen to marry between the 2 boys.
It's been an incredible fun, actually. All of us have been in Cornwall, which I didn't know nearly well enough, and we were sort of part of this tiny community down there, and we found ourselves living exactly as our characters would have done all those years ago, and I think it really helped. It helped give us an idea of that community and how they lived, because we all started behaving in the most inappropriate manner.
It wasn't always the plan for it to overlap quite this much. Originally it was only going to be a week overlap. I thought I could manage that, but it's been 3, so I haven't had a day off in 3.5 weeks now. Yes, it's been a bit of a headache, but no, fortunately they're not too far apart in terms of period, which is one good thing. Characters are quite different, but yes, it's not something, that's not something I would do again, I think. Yeah, it's more buzz than ever, and yeah, it's very exciting, and you know, a lot of the same team still involved, a few new faces, but no, it's great. It's with week 3 now of the 3rd series, so and we've just said goodbye to Shirley MacLaine, who's been with us for a couple of weeks, which has been very interesting, great fun, and so yeah, it's going well.